This is Meenakchi's side hustle. She's a matchmaker for the Indian community. She places the right men with the right women.
Is that alright with you, Raj? He indicated a preference for someone without a child, but their personalities and traits match up well. I think I'll go check with an astrologer to find out if their astrology is compatible too. Then I'll decide if I can actually match them. Like a lineage? Yeah.
Vedic astrology is developed from India, the study of the planetary positions. Clients provide me the horoscopes of the boy and the girl to check on whether this would be a good match. This I look for whether there's more pros or whether there's more cons. When I analyze it, has a lot it's good for when it comes to second marriage. So the good thing about the boy's horoscope, I would say there is a positive match. Take this as an opportunity to get to know each other.
Hi everyone, hope you all enjoyed the short video on how a matchmaker visits me to carry out a compatibility check for her clients based on their horoscopes. So in this video, I thought of explaining to my viewers on what exactly does an astrologer look out for while carrying out these compatibility checks. So here we have a randomly generated female horoscope and a randomly generated male horoscope. Okay, so before that, I would actually recommend my viewers to actually read the book on Thirumanam Portham Parpadu Eppadi. It's actually a book written in Tamil. It's a very good book. Comes very handy when you are carrying out a horoscope matching analysis. Okay, but before we step into the topic, I would also like to inform viewers that horoscope matching is generally done for couples who do not know each other. Okay, say the girl has reached an age where she's about to get married. Okay, she's ready to get married, and then she has no relationship at that moment, and she's open to marriage, matching, getting to know someone. So that is where the parents or the girl herself or the boy would come and look for an astrologer. So here I would explain to you how they actually look out for how they actually carry out the horoscope matching. And for those who are already in love, okay, you're already in love, you decide to get married, okay, and you visit an astrologer. Sometimes they're quite curious to know whether there is a horoscope match. I would recommend you not to get it checked. Why? Because eventually you're still going to get married to each other, right? You're not going to be like, oh, there's no horoscope matching, so let's call off the marriage. That's not the right thing to do, okay? By nature, karma has brought you guys together. So it's recommended not to get your horoscope checked. It's actually written in the Shastras. What can be done is remedies related to marriage. So if say in your horoscope there is a seventh lord placement. Seventh lord is seventh house, the house of marriage in Indian astrology. Okay, based on your horoscope. So which is your seventh house? So basically where your ascendant is. You would see this stroke in your horoscope. That is where in your Rasi chart, that is your Lagna. The direct opposite to that will be your seventh house. So where is this seventh lord placed? That placement will have a very huge say in your marriage matters. Okay. So if there's any negativity, then you can do the remedies associated to that Navagraha. Or you can also help out in marriage related activities. Okay, you can help out or you can donate to couples who are poor and trying to get married. You can get their marriage done, or you can donate food during their marriage. So there are many things that you can do when it comes to remedies. So generally your remedies should be suited to the matters that you are trying to work on, you're trying to improve on. Say if in your horoscope there is a dosha, okay, there's an affliction to marriage matters, then your remedies should be suited to those doshas. So if there's a dosha in marriage, then you go and help out in marriage. If there is a dosha in child related matters, then you help out in child related activities. So this is how you nullify or you negate the negativity found in your horoscope based on Indian astrology. This is for people who have faith in this system. Okay. So now let's move on to what are the things that we actually look out for. So we actually look out for the first thing that you go and visit when you visit an astrologer, especially in the South Indian context, the first thing that they look out for is the 10 portams. Okay, so here you have them, the 10 portams, Dinaportam, Ganaportam, all the way you till Vedai portam. Okay, Nadi is the different one. Okay, it's not part of the 10 portams, but it is also analyzed when it comes to marriage matters. Okay, so for some people, you might be quite curious to learn or understand what exactly is this all about. Okay, what exactly is this all about? How do you actually analyze? So for those you are interested, okay, you can visit my website, okay, dineshcharamastro.com. Okay, I have a blog, so I've written plenty of articles, okay, on portams. So you can understand how is this portams calculated. So Mahindra portam, how do you know whether there is a Mahindra portam or there is no Mahindra portam in both the boy and the girl's horoscope? Okay, so you can also look at if you scroll down, you have Gana portam, Raju portam. So one of the most important ones is Raju portam. For example, if you click, you can check out. I've written an article on Raju portam. How is it calculated? What is Raju portam? The head Raju, neck Raju, and then I've written about the concept of Arohana, Avarohana. So here you can try to understand. Okay, so you can look through all these things. Okay. Subsequently, so these are the 10 portams. You need to score at least 6 out of 10. Okay, so 11. Sorry, 6 out of 11. And then in the North Indian context, they actually also look out for the 36-point match. Okay, there is also a way to do this calculation. Okay, as long as it's more than 18 points, it's a pass. So is this alone sufficient? So if you say you see 10 portams, you pass, you get more than 6, you get more than 18, is it a passing score? Of course not. In astrology is very huge, so there's plenty of things to look into. Then you also need to look at the inherent horoscope itself. Okay, the horoscope itself will have a say. So there you have to look at the 7th lord placement. Okay, so who is the 7th lord? In this horoscope, the 7th lord is Venus. So where is Venus placed? Then you have to check. Is Venus placed in a good sign, friendly sign? Here it's placed in a friendly sign. It's in the sign of Saturn. Saturn is its friend. Okay, Mercury is its friend. So it's sitting with its friend. So it's generally good. Okay, but Venus is slightly afflicted by Rahu Ketu. That is a little bad. Okay, so these are things that you need to look into. Then you need to also look into the Karaka for marriage. So who is the Karaka for marriage? So coincidentally, in this horoscope, the Karaka for marriage. So in all horoscope, the Karaka for marriage is actually Venus herself. So where is Venus placed in that particular horoscope? Okay, then you need to also analyze. Okay, so these are certain things that you can look into. Whether there is Venus is placed in Dushtasthana. So what is a Dushtasthana? Dushtasthana are the 6th house, the 8th house, and the 12th house. So you always count clockwise. Okay, so which is the 6th house? This is the 6th house. Okay, Mesha forms the 6th house. Then you have Gemini, which is the 8th house. Then the 12th house is the house of Venus itself, which is Tula. Okay, Libra. So this is how you analyze. Okay, generally, if the marriage lord is placed in the 6th, 8th, and 12th, it's under a lot of stress. So there you have to again analyze the horoscope. Then again, you can't say that the marriage will be fine. It will end up in a separation. No, you also have to look at whether Jupiter is aspecting the lordship itself. Okay, the 7th lord itself. So generally, Jupiter aspects the 7th house or the 7th lord, tends to protect the marriage matters. Okay. Then again, so these are some things that you can look at. Then you have a very important concept in astrology. It's known as the Sabbai dosha. Okay, a lot of people fear this Sabbai dosha. So what is Sabbai dosha? Basically, when Mars sits in the 1st house, 2nd house, 4th house, 7th house, 8th house, and the 12th house, that is known as Sabbai dosha. Okay, so Mars is known as a natural malefic. Okay, Angaraka. Okay, if Mars is sitting in these signs, it tends to do negativity. Why? Because these houses Okay, they actually represents the first house, second house, fourth house, seventh house, eighth house, 12th house represents, they also represent marriage related matters. Okay, so for example, Mars sitting in the Lagna, looking at the seventh, is expecting the seventh house itself. So that is naturally bad. Or Mars sitting in the eighth house. Eighth house is known as the Mangalya Sthana, the longevity of the marriage. Mars sitting in the fourth house. How is it related to marriage matters? Because from the fourth, the special aspect of Mars falls on the seventh. Say if Mars was sitting here, Mars special aspect will fall on the seventh house. So this is how you look out for Mars dosha. Okay, and then there is also a saying that in a boy's horoscope or the girl's horoscope, if Mars is sitting in the first house, seventh house, eighth house, then it is good to match with the other party should also have Mars sitting in the first, seventh, and eighth. Then the other, excuse me, then the other concept will be when Mars sits in the second house, fourth house, 12th house. Again, if it's for the boy, if it's sitting in the second, fourth, and 12th, then for the girl, it should also be sitting in the second, fourth, and 12th. Okay, so these are certain things that you can look at. So what are the other things? So I have a software. This is again a randomly created horoscope. Here you also can analyze for other things. Okay, how you can analyze is, say for a particular native's horoscope, how is the relationship between the Lagna Lord and the seventh Lord? Lagna Lord represents you, seventh Lord represents your spouse. So in this case, Lagna Lord is Mars, seventh Lord is Venus. They're sitting 1/1 with one another. So that's good. Okay, that's all right. Okay, 1/1 is good. 3/11 is good. 5/9 is good. So what is this bar concept? Okay, so let me explain. So example, in this horoscope, say Mars was sitting in Capricorn and Venus was sitting in Leo. What's going to happen is the relationship, if you count from Venus to Mars, it will be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From Mars to Venus would be 8 if you count. So this is known as a 6/8 relationship, which is known as a Shash Ashtaka. Okay, relationship. So that is negative. Okay, 2/12. So if say Mars is here, Venus was sitting here, then that's a 2/12. Because from Mars you count to Venus, it's 2. From Venus you count to Mars is clockwise, it will be 12. So that's a negative relationship. So these are certain things that you look out for. 6/8 is, you must be very careful about that. Okay, then you can also, if that same relationship, say if Mars and Venus have a 6/8 relationship in the Rasi chart, then you check out for the Navamsha chart, whether there is a 6/8 relationship between Mars and Venus again. If it is, then it is actually highly detrimental for marriage matters. So then you have to inform the clients to go and carry out the marriage matters remedies associated to marriage matters. Okay, so these are some concepts that you look out for. Then you can also look into the Shar Ashtaka Varka, okay, whether the seventh house has high points, okay, if it's higher than say 28, then it's good. Then you can also look out for Venus Ashtaka Varka. Okay, Venus is the Karaka, okay, the placement of Venus. For example, in this horoscope, the seventh lord is Venus itself. It's placed here, so it's scoring a 3 point. So it's all right. Okay, generally anything above 4 is good. Okay, anything lesser, 0, 1, these are not good. This is known as the Bindu calculations. Okay, then you can look out for Sharashtaka Varga. Sorry, you can look out for Shatbala, Trimshok Pakabala. So these are many concepts that you can look out for. Then you can look out for the Upapada Lagna. So in this horoscope, the Upapada Lagna is Capricorn. Okay, so Upapada Lagna actually you can also analyze that for marriage related matters because it has something to do with the 12th house. 12th house is actually the paid compass when it comes to marriage. So Upapada Lagna is also important. Okay, so I hope I've given everyone quite a number of explanations. So there are plenty of things. Okay, I've written many things here. So for example, whether the Lagna Lord is placed in the 7th Lord star, then that's good. Okay, then the Mars relationship between in the male's horoscope, because Martian energies represents the male's energies, and then the Venus energies, the Venus placement in the female's horoscope. What is you have to superimpose. Take the Mars from the male's horoscope, superimpose it on the female's horoscope. See what is their relationship. Whether there's a 3/11, there is a 5/9, then you can say it's good. So these are things that you look out for. Okay, then you can also look out for the 22nd Trekana from the male's moon sign or the 64th Navamsha. So you have plenty of things to look out for. Okay, I have like a checklist which I usually check out before I deem whether the horoscopes match. So would all these checklists, will all these criteria need to be matched? Of course not. You will never find a horoscope, two horoscopes that can match all these criteria. Okay, it's almost impossible. Then that is where you do the stack up method. My guru, okay, E.K. Dilip Kumar, one of my gurus, E.K. Dilip Kumar, always tells us, okay, analyze based on the stack up rule. You look at many matters. If there's too many negativity stacking by the stack up rules, then you must say that, okay, this is where you need to be careful. Based on the stack up rule, if there's plenty of positive matters in the horoscope, then you can say that, okay, you know what, this is going to be, the marriage is going to be a success, don't worry. Okay. So these are certain things that you can analyze. Okay, then you can analyze for Rahu Ketu dosha, the Naga dosha. So it's based on Rahu Ketu. So those things you can look out for. Okay, so I hope I have kind of given an overview on what are the things that budding or aspiring astrologers can look out for. Okay, if you have any comments, or if you think that there are other matters that we also need to look out for, please do let me know. Please share in the comment section, and then we can have a discussion of that. I hope this helps. Okay, all the best. God bless. Thank you very much.